Hello, good day, and welcome back to class. Welcome to Biology with Omotayo. For as many who have been following the various series of our recordings, you will agree with me that we have come to the end of all that is entailed with regards to classification of living things. The journey was a bit demanding. We journeyed from kingdom Monera to kingdom Protoctista, to kingdom Fungi, to kingdom Plantae, and then kingdom Animalia. For the kingdom Plantae, we examined the division Talophyta, Bryophyta, and went on to look at the division Tracheophyta. That very division was further subdivided into Pteridophyta and Spermatophyta, before we went on splitting our Spermatophyta into Angiosperms and Gymnosperms, and then later further went on to subdivide it into monocots and dicots. From kingdom Plantae, we headed to kingdom Animalia, and under kingdom Animalia we examined the 9 phyla, that is phylum Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Mollusca, Arthropoda, Echinodermata, and Chordata. For those who have been coming along in the course of the various classes, you know we even have a rhyme with regard to that. I won't be going into that today. If you are interested, please, you can check on previous recording and you can equally learn this and come along with us as we learn the smart way. Now, quickly, today's class will be aimed at practicing a couple of questions that may be in one way or the other thrown at us in the course of our study, our preparation for our WAEC exams, the NECO exams, UTME, or other biology related exams. And so with this in view, we will take revision questions from each of the kingdom. And so, as you can see here with me on the board, I have written assessment questions on kingdom of living things, and we'll be starting with questions from kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera. Yes, you will agree with me that during our study, it was said that this very kingdom is the only kingdom that is made up of prokaryotic unicellular organisms. Yes, prokaryotic. So if I may ask, what does the word prokaryotic mean? Yes, is someone talking? Okay, correct. It simply means organisms that have a nucleus that is not well formed. In fact, it is said that they have no true nucleus. Yes, no true nucleus. Nucleus that is not well formed, lack membrane or membrane bound organelles, and so on. So under kingdom Monera, we have prokaryotic unicellular organism. And with regards to our scheme, our curriculum contents a prevailing example that is always been associated with kingdom Monera is the bacterium cell, or simply put, bacteria. Remember, singular, bacterium, multiple, bacteria. So a unique example under that very kingdom is the bacteria. And so quickly, a few questions. Questions from under kingdom Monera. We have the first question: which is not present in a generalized bacterium cell diagram? Which is not present in a generalized bacterium cell diagram? A. Plasmid, B. Mitochondria, C. Flagellum, and then D. Capsule. Yes, which is not present? Okay, correct. Mitochondrium, singular, mitochondria, plural. Remember, it's a membrane bound organelle, and you don't have this in prokaryotic cells. Yes, quickly, another question. What is the main component of the bacterium cell wall? Yes, main component of the bacterium cell wall. A. Chitin, B. Silica, C. Cellulose, and D. Peptidoglycan. Yes? Okay, good. peptidoglycan. Another question from Monera still. Okay, the method of reproduction in a bacterium cell is best termed as A. Binary fission, B. budding, C. meiosis, D. mitosis. Yes, let me have your response. Which one? Okay, here the correct answer is binary fission. Now take note, even though it is true that oftentimes we use mitosis as another way of referring to binary fission, but both are not same. Yes, for binary fission the process is much faster. It is a very simple process, not complex at all, and prevalently seen in prokaryotes. Yes, some single cell eukaryotes too do carry it out. Okay, and then for our mitosis, it is a much longer process. It required phases: interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. I hope you can recall that from your classes with your teachers in your various school. That is IPMAT: interphase, prophase, anaphase, telophase. Okay, interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. IPMAT. So for mitosis, it takes a much longer process. It is a very complex procedure. In fact, it involves spindles participating to ensure division of the DNA. Okay, it equally involves breaking of nuclear envelope and so on. So even though we sometimes use both interchangeably, that is binary fission and mitosis, both are not same. So with regards to the question, the best fit is binary fission. With this, we'll be moving on to the next kingdom. Kingdom Protoctista. Kingdom Protoctista. From our previous classes, we learned that this very kingdom is made up of two subs. Yes, we have Protophyta and Protozoa. Protophyta makes up organisms that are plant-like under the kingdom Protoctista, while Protozoa consists of organisms that are animal-like under kingdom Protoctista. So come along with me as we take few questions from under the kingdom Protoctista. The classification of living things from the mechanism. Okay, now questions from kingdom Protoctista. Question 1. What primary character defines all members of kingdom Protoctista? I repeat, what primary character defines all members of kingdom Protoctista? Option A, all are multicellular. B, all are prokaryotic. C, all are eukaryotic. And then lastly, all are autotrophic. I repeat the options: all are multicellular, all are prokaryotic, all are eukaryotes, and then all are autotrophic. Yes? Okay. The correct answer is that they are all eukaryotes. Remember, kingdom Protoctista, that is where we have eukaryotic unicellular organisms. Just like under Protoctista, just like under Monera, we have organisms all being prokaryotic unicellular. So for Protoctista, they are eukaryotic unicellular. That's what we have for all members. And then quickly, question 2 under Protoctista still, which is a fungus-like Protoctista? Which is a fungus-like Protoctista? Option A, diatom. B, slime mold. C, okay, amoeboid. And D, we have green algae. Yes? Okay, correct. Slime mold. Slime mold is a fungus-like Protoctista. Remember, under the kingdom fungi, a good example is the bread mold. Okay, similar to what we are mentioning here. Quick one, question 3, still under kingdom Protoctista. Malaria-causing Plasmodium belongs to what group of organism? under kingdom Protoctista? Is it the group Sarcodina, Xylophora, option C, Sporozoa, or Mastigophora? That is option D. I come again. Option A, Sarcodina. Option B, Xylophora. Option C, Sporozoa. Option D, Mastigophora. Yes. Let your answer come. Which? Okay, Sporozoa. Sporozoa. Quickly, another question. Which is known for chlorophyll and pellicule possession among the following examples of Protoctista? Yes, option A, Amoeba. Option B, Euglena. Option C, Paramecium. Option D, Plasmodium. Okay, good. Euglena. The correct answer, Euglena. It is known for possession of chlorophyll and pellicule. Okay, now let's have organ of mobility examined. Under Protoctista, we have a couple of organisms and they have series of organs of mobility. So if I may ask, what's the organ of mobility in amoeba? Yes, thank you, pseudopodia. What about in paramecium? Okay, a cilium, singular, cilia, plural. What about in plasmodium? What's the organ of mobility? Okay, plasmodium have no organ of mobility. What about trypanosome? Okay, makes use of the flagellum as well, singular, plural, flagella. And then what about the euglena? Okay, it equally has the flagellum, singular, as the organ of mobility. Thank you. So that's just a quick one on kingdom Protoctista. Next, we'll be going into kingdom fungi. Come along with me. A classification of living things from the mechanism. So questions now from kingdom fungi. Questions from kingdom fungi. We earlier discussed from our classes that under kingdom fungi, that is where you have non-green plants that are saprophytic. Yes, non-green saprophytic plants. Now, quick question. What substance mainly makes up the cell wall of a fungus? What substance mainly makes up the cell wall of a fungus? Option A, lignin. B, peptidoglycan. C, chitin. D, cellulose. And E, glycogen. I repeat, A, lignin. B, peptidoglycan. C, chitin. D, cellulose. And E, glycogen. Yes, chitin. Beautiful. Chitin, that is the correct answer. Chitin is the major component of the cell wall in a fungus. Okay, another question. Fungi or fungus do obtain its food from, okay, it obtain its nutrients by what means? Okay, options here. By means of ingestion, that's option A. B, means of photosynthesis. Option C, absorption of extracellularly digested food. And option D, parasitic ingestion. Yes, good. The correct answer, absorption of extracellularly digested nutrients, food components. Yes, this is because it's a saprophyte. Saprophytes usually obtain their nutrients through the act of decaying, that's digesting substances extracellularly before they are being absorbed. Thank you. Question 3. Okay, a tangled underground network of hyphae that makes up the largest portion of a fungus is called A, gill. B, septa. C, mycelium. And D, spore. The correct answer is mycelium, because our question is asking for a tangled portion. Yes, so while the stretched out straight portion is a hyphae, that is singular, or hypha, plural, the tangled portion is a mycelium, singular, mycelia, plural. Yes, the mycelium is a mesh-like structure of hyphae. So you can see you have to be careful with these questions. Okay, both answers seem correct, but there is a best fit. The best fit here is mycelium. Okay, question 4 and the last for kingdom fungi. Okay, a club fungi. Yes, which of the following is nicknamed a club fungi? Or better put, which of the following is an example of a club fungi? Yes, which of the following an example of a club fungi? Option A, zygomycota. Option B, basidiomycota. Option C, ascomycota. And option D, chytridomycota. Yes, which one is best referred to as a club fungi? Which one is also nicknamed a club fungi? Yes, a club fungi belongs to which phylum? Thank you. That is phylum Basidiomycota. Thank you for staying this long with us today on the channel Biology with Omotayo. When we meet next class, we'll continue with more revision questions starting from Kingdom Plantae and to end with Kingdom Animalia. So endeavor to hold on. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to invite others, and ensure you and others subscribe to this channel as well. This will go a long way to keep us on our foot doing the needful. Take care. See you next time.